Hello children, how are you? It's nice to be with you again. I'm here to read you another story, and this week's story is about the relationship that builds up between a robot and a bird. That's interesting, isn't it? It was written by David Lucas and he drew the pictures too. It's called The Robot and the Blue Bird. I hope you enjoy it. There was once a robot with a broken heart. Can you see him? They did their best to fix him, but it wasn't any good. So he was sent to sit on a scrap heap with all the other old machines. He tried talking to them. He said, "My heart is broken." But they didn't answer. Doesn't look very happy, does he? Poor robot. So he lay there and looked up at the sky. He lay there through the long dark nights and the empty days. He lay there rusting in the autumn rain. And he lay there when the first snows of winter fell. And then one day, a bluebird, fighting against the freezing wind, landed on his shoulder. "What are you doing here, little bird?" he said. "I'm flying south," she said weakly. "South where the sun shines, but I'm so cold and tired I can't go any further." "I'm sure you don't want to stay here," said the robot. "I'm rubbish." But the bluebird just shivered and said nothing. The robot looked. "There's a space where my heart used to be," he said gently. "You can sleep in there if you like." Let's see. It's kind of it, isn't it? Looks very cosy, doesn't it? So the bluebird settled down to sleep on a nest that the robot had made. And as the robot looked out into the night, he was astonished to feel that he had a warm, living, beating heart. And when the bluebird fluttered, he felt as if his own heart was fluttering again. The next morning, the door to his heart opened, and the bluebird sang sweet and bright in the icy air. "Oh, my only heart only ever used to say tick-tock," said the robot. "But now my heart is singing." And the bluebird flew a little way up into the air, and the robot felt like his heart was floating. Creakingly, he got to his feet and he danced a creaking, clanky dance. "I wish I could live in your heart," said the bluebird, "but I'll die of cold if I stay here. Winter has come so soon and I still have so far to go. I don't even know if I'm going to have the strength." She sat sadly in the robot's hand. "Then let me carry you," said the robot. "I'll carry you in my heart and shelter you from the cold storms." Can you see? That was a very kind thing to do, wasn't it? And so he carried her. He carried her across the frozen wastes, over the towering mountains, and through the blizzards and the fog. Though now he was deathly tired, and his joints groaned with every step. And when at last the sun shone, he opened the door to his heart, and out flew the bluebird, singing and twittering thank yous. The robot lifted his arms towards her, but he couldn't take another step. His strength had failed at last. "Make your home in my heart," he said in faintest of whispers. And with that, he hung his head. And the bluebird lived in his heart always. And the robot stands there still, with his arms outstretched, like an old hollow tree, home every year to the singing birds. Isn't that lovely? That robot helped the little bluebird right to the very end and carries on, helping all those other birds too. I hope you enjoyed the story, children. Have a lovely week. Take care.